Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you've ever looked in the mirror, noticed your hair thinning out, or maybe a widening part, and felt that absolute pit in your stomach, you are so not alone. We've all been there, right? Spending a small fortune on those fancy serums, special shampoos, and topical oils, only to see literally zero results. Well, today we are completely flipping the script. We're going to stop looking at hair loss as just some cosmetic surface issue and start seeing it for what it actually is. A nutritional starvation response happening deep down inside your cells. By the end of this explainer, you're going to have a rock-solid guide to the internal healing you need to actively stop follicle damage and finally restart that growth. So first things first, why do those expensive shampoos and serums fail us so consistently? Well, think of it this way. It's basically like trying to paint the roof of a house when the foundation is literally crumbling beneath it. You see, the primary trigger for modern hair fall is severe nutritional deficiency. When you're eating empty calories, your body's incredibly smart. It immediately goes into survival mode. It strategically cuts off the nutrient supply to the non-essential stuff, like your hair, so it can protect your heavy hitters, like your liver, your kidneys, and your heart. You simply cannot fix an internal starvation problem by rubbing a serum on your scalp. Okay, here's our game plan for today. Number 1, the real cause of hair fall. 2, curry leaves, iron and copper. 3, fenugreek, vitamin B3 highway. 4, amla and pumpkin seeds, DHT. 5, moondal, protein power. And finally, number 6, building your daily routine. Let's get right into it. Section 1, the real cause of hair fall. All right, check this out. 95% of your hair is made of a protein called keratin. That is your structural foundation. But, a foundation doesn't mean much without a supply line, right? And that is exactly where iron steps in. Iron is the delivery guy, carrying oxygen straight to your roots. Without enough protein to build the physical structure, and without iron delivering that crucial oxygen, your follicles literally freeze their growth cycle. They either push out these super thin, fragile strands, or they just stop growing entirely. This is exactly how protein and iron have to actively work together to prevent follicular damage on a cellular level. Now, let's talk about the real villain of this story, DHT, or dihydrotestosterone. This is a hormone that slowly, progressively shrinks your hair follicles over time. The hair gets thinner, and then even thinner until the follicle just completely closes up, causing pattern baldness in both men and women. And when you combine DHT with chronic stress, which, by the way, spikes your cortisol and also freezes hair growth, it basically forces your hair to fall out way before it should. Moving on to Section 2, curry leaves, iron and copper. So think about this for a second. Spinach gives you iron, but lacks copper. Pumpkin seeds give you iron, but no copper. Black sesame seeds have the copper, but they're missing the iron. But curry leaves, they are like a nutritional unicorn. They contain this insanely rare combination of both iron and copper. And when you pair that specific combo with all the beta-carotene and B vitamins they naturally have, it actively neutralizes free radicals and literally stops follicular damage right in its tracks. Section 3, fenugreek, vitamin B3 highway. If you're dealing with severe scalp issues, you've got to look at these clinical results. In a 6-month trial with 53 people, researchers saw massive success. 83% of the subjects reported increased hair volume. 83%! And 74% saw noticeably reduced hair fall. Why? Because fenugreek, also known as methi, has these incredible antifungal properties that directly kill off the yeast causing scalp inflammation. And we know that inflammation is a huge trigger for shedding. But honestly, here is the real kicker. You can eat a completely perfect diet all day long, but without fenugreek's vitamin B3, which is also known as nicotinic acid, building a metaphorical highway, those essential nutrients are never making it to your hair roots. Vitamin B3 massively boosts blood circulation in the scalp. It takes the iron, the zinc, the amino acids you eat, and paves a direct, high-speed road, rushing them right into the follicles where they can actively prevent damage. Section 4, amla and pumpkin seeds, DHT. The clinical data here is just, wow, it's mind-blowing. In strict, double-blind placebo studies, researchers were actually shocked to see these natural foods performing right up there with heavy-duty commercial drugs. In a 2024 study on 60 women with pattern baldness, amla blocked DHT just as effectively as the prescription drug finasteride. And in 2021, pumpkin seed oil matched the gold standard drug minoxidil. The absolute best part about all of this, these natural foods did it completely without side effects.
And the wins just keep piling up. In another 24-week placebo study from 2014, taking pumpkin seed oil led to a massive 40% increase in overall hair growth. 40%. This is heavily attributed to these amazing compounds called delta-7-stearine and phytosterols, which essentially act as bouncers, forcefully blocking DHT from attacking your roots.
So, how does this actually work? Let's break down this superfood mechanics. Amla is your ultimate all-rounder. It uses its massive vitamin C content to synthesize collagen, absorb iron, and clear out free radicals from the scalp. Meanwhile, pumpkin seeds are swooping in to drop off massive amounts of zinc and iron straight to the roots. Oh, but one absolutely crucial tip here. You must roast or soak your pumpkin seeds first to neutralize the phytic acid. Otherwise, that acid blocks the nutrients and your body won't absorb any of those precious minerals. Section 5. Moong Dal, Protein Power. Look, Moong Dal isn't just some basic protein source. It is a profound iron delivery system designed to actively rescue starving hair follicles. A 100-gram serving packs 6.7 milligrams of iron. That's nearly 3 times more than what you get from spinach. But the real magic? It's an amino acid called L-lysine. See, people with chronic hair fall often take iron pills and see absolutely zero change. But when they add L-lysine to the mix, boom, the iron suddenly absorbs incredibly efficiently and the shedding stops. Moong Dal naturally pairs both the iron and the L-lysine together in one perfect package. On top of that, it delivers a solid 24 grams of structural protein per half cup. And because it's the absolute lightest dal to digest, it prevents the gut inflammation that so often triggers systemic hair loss. This is especially true when you pair it with traditional Bologna method A2 cow ghee. That high-quality ghee is packed with fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, which severely cuts down inflammation and feeds your follicles exactly what they need to thrive. Which brings us to Section 6, Building Your Daily Routine. Okay, let's put this all together into a seamless routine. By structurally mapping your day like this, you create a constant, unbroken supply line. First thing in the morning, chew 4 fresh curry leaves. Then for breakfast or lunch, grab something rich in protein and probiotics like poha, paratha with curd, or maybe rajma with buttermilk. Around 4 or 5 p.m., when you need a snack, reach for those roasted pumpkin seeds and your soaked fenugreek seeds. Keep dinner light and digestible with moong dal. And right before hitting the pillow, have some amalaki rasayan, which is a super potent amla extract, mixed with a bit of honey. Doing this means you are literally constantly supplying the exact bricks and oxygen your hair needs to rebuild. So here are your practical steps. Step 1, please stop buying those incredibly expensive superficial serums. Step 2, bring at least one of these 5 nutrient systems into your daily diet. You don't have to do it all at once, just pick 1 or 2. Step 3, maintain consistency for 15 days. If you do this, the biology and the clinical data tell us that you will